Hi, this is Zara from Shiny and Tech Digest, and today I'm here with the Palm Treo Pro, the latest smartphone from Palm, the one that's meant to be an iPhone killer, meant to beat the Nokia N96, and actually it really doesn't. In itself, it's not a bad phone. We're looking at this really nice 13.5mm fix, a sleek, shiny body as well, and because it's not just a touchscreen, you've got the whole QWERTY keypad here, a pop-out stylus as well, and a couple of soft keys to touch. It's not going to be as much of a fingerprint smudger as you get with the iPhone or other similar things. Has a couple of nice little features as well. We've got a 3.5mm jack along the bottom here, I think, which basically means you can use your own headphones and you don't have to use proprietary ones. It has a 2-megapixel camera, not great, no flash, but then again, this is meant to be for the business user as well, as kind of broadening into the consumer market as well. It comes with all the kind of things you'd expect, like Windows Mobile, software like that. It opens PDFs, it opens zip files, it's got a Wi-Fi hotkey. But what we're really interested in is how easy is it to use. To be a BlackBerry killer, or at least to sort of be on the same kind of level, we've got to be looking at all the applications. So I'm going to start by showing you the menu and some of the things I like about it. So if we go here, we go onto the front screen. You see we've got the green button there for cool, which is fairly simple, up and down, so we'll get rid of that. And then over here we've got these 4 little soft keys. You've got that button, which will bring up the calendar, this button, which will bring up all the programs, the text message button, and the OK button. The centre button, Palm, if you press that should take you onto Wi-Fi access. It's a little bit dodgy with some of the connections. It's meant to be quad band with HSDPA, Wi-Fi, and internal GPS. But it's a bit iffy. Sometimes it will work, sometimes it won't, so really kind of depends how you like it. Another feature is this phone comes with Active Sync pre-installed, so you don't have to bother with any CDs. You just plug it into your computer via the little USB stick. Sorry, the USB connection, and then voila, it all syncs automatically, which is good if you're on the go and you don't want to like lose all your stuff. So let's bring up over here the menu again, and as you can see, all these sort of options that we have with Windows 6.1 Pro. So I'm going to just bring up the programs menu to let you have a little look. So you can see we've got Google Maps pre-installed, Messenger, Quick GPS, Sounds, Streaming, Windows Live. And you flick through it, it's a really similar system. If you use a Windows computer, you'll immediately be very aware about this. So again, stuff like that's quite nice. The keypad I find actually is a bit tricky to use. The keys just aren't spaced that far apart, and though they're slightly raised, which is nice, if you have big fingers, it's going to be a bit like boom, boom, boom. I also find it a bit confusing to do with the touch screen and the buttons. Yes, I can press the contacts here, and that should bring up the contacts. But then again, it's not particularly sensitive, considering I can also press the contacts different ways and things like that. It's a bit like, not that convinced. On the side, you can see here you've got up and down volume button. You've got all these nice, I think a little slot for a micro SD card as well, which is good. And the volume, things like that. And I'm going to just take you onto the internet quickly. We go over here, pressing the internet hotkey. You can see that it's displayed really nicely. Problem is, it doesn't seem to be that intuitive with the internet, because I've got shiny up here, and if you're familiar with it, you've got the title, you've got the header. So this is a bit where the header would be, but because we have little categories, it hasn't reformatted it for your mobile, so not hugely impressive, and it's all quite slow at loading as well, so we're still kind of scrolling down now to find the text, which is a bit frustrating if you're about and on the move. But when it does work, it works nicely. There's also a couple of little quirks, like there's no particular back button. You've kind of got to go backwards, go forwards, roll around, things like that, which can be a little bit irritating if you just want it simple and over with. But the phone itself, this one's a Vodafone one, but you can get it unlocked as well. And I think it's going to be around $399, or, you know, obviously depending on contract, it might be cheaper. So overall, camera's reasonably decent. Let me just show you a couple of pictures, if I can try and bring this up now. Which I'm still learning the way around sometimes, because I think you just get that with, let's see, here we are, my pictures. I mean, obviously the pictures they've put on it look fantastic. The ones I've taken with it, not so good, if you can look at that. Just a little bit blurry, a little bit dark. Nothing you'd really write home about. Fine if you just wanted one to send to a friend, but definitely with the 8-megapixel and the 5-megapixel camera phones on the market, really do expect a bit more. I mean, I know BlackBerry and Apple haven't actually done that yet, but Come on, Palm. You want to play with the big boys, you really need to be doing better than this. So basically, this is a good phone for people who are going to start out with smartphones. It's got a nice interface, it's pretty easy to use, but compared with something like Nokia's E71, I have to say, you know, still, Palm Treo Pro.